Hey everyone, it's Siddharth here, your digital income mentor, coming to you with another live video. Today's topic is how can beginners start an online business in 2020? Now, in the year 2020, you might be thinking of a couple of new things that you want to start. You probably had some ideas around, building some additional income. I specifically wanted to speak about building an online business in 2020 and actually give you some aspects you need to consider when you need to start building an online business in 2020. So if you're watching me for the very first time, either on my YouTube channel live right now on my Facebook profile, then please ensure that you click the notification buttons to ensure that you always know when I'm actually going live with the video. And I want to start off by speaking about the power of the internet. We all know how powerful the internet has been in the last couple of years, probably in the last 2 decades. And it's really allowing a lot of people to actually, look at different ways where they can actually empower themselves and do things like starting an online business, which probably wasn't possible before. And thanks to the internet, people can basically start right from the beginning where they don't have the skills. So this is why I wanted to speak about the concept of beginners and how they can actually build an online business. So let me start by saying, what would I consider to be a beginner? Well, a beginner could be someone, for instance, who hasn't really built any online skills. So that could be someone who is a full-time worker who has a job. And I'll be completely transparent. I have a job while I'm building my own online business or my set of online businesses. But the great thing is that it allows you to build some skills, and I'm going to speak about that later in the video. So a beginner can be someone who's got a full-time job at 9 to 5. Now you might be wondering, well, if someone has a full-time job, where exactly do they get the time to actually build a business? And I can tell you that a lot of people actually start off by with building it with 1 hour, 2 hours a day. And that's the beauty of having an online business, where it actually gives you that flexibility. So you don't have to start building immediately with a lot of hours and actually tire yourself out. It can also be for people who are looking to actually, develop some new skills. Building online skills actually helps you in a lot of aspects. It helps you to build a brand. It helps you to create a presence around yourself. And like I'm doing now, it actually allows you to develop skills like video marketing, because video marketing is really a big facet of building an online business. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to, obviously start with video marketing, but it is one of the tools that I use, like I'm doing currently. The other kind of person who might be a beginner is someone who perhaps is earning a good income, but they want to sort of substantiate that income and really take it to another level, because the beauty of having an online business is that it actually allows you to, obviously supplement your existing income. But if you build your business consistently over time, and when I say over time, it can take anywhere from a year to 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, etc. You can really start, developing a high level of income. And I want to put a disclaimer, there's a lot of hype out there when it comes to building an online business. I particularly don't like being a hypey person. I try and present the facts as much as I can. And that's the reason I also wanted to do this video, because I wanted to present a possible tool that could actually help you in building an online business. And if it is a plan that you're starting to do in 2020. So there's 3 facets that I want to talk about that are very critical to building an online business. And these 3 facets are what I believe are actually going to help a beginner to start an online business, even if they're starting right from scratch. So the first aspect is that you need to have the right training and education. Now, training and education, there's tons of it there online. You can go obviously on YouTube. You can go and do a Google search. The idea is that you want the right kind of training and education from experienced mentors, trainers who've actually gone through the process of starting an online business from scratch and can actually give you the concise information, especially for a beginner, because the last thing a beginner needs is inundation of information that actually makes them feel really overwhelmed. And that's one of the reasons why that, when people are really overwhelmed, they don't really take action because they believe they can't actually obviously develop an online business as a beginner. So the right education and training is critical. The second aspect is what I would say is basically the right tools or the platform that has tools for you to actually build that online business. So a lot of people, when they actually start online, they start thinking about things like, what kind of product or service can they, promote or sell to build an online business. What tools do they need? Do they actually need a website? I can tell you now, you actually don't need a website to start an online business, contrary to what a lot of people believe. And then also having the right marketing tools. So, for example, one of the ways that one can market, their online business is through a method which is very popular. It basically is email marketing. If you think about how many emails you receive in your inbox, just go and see how many of them tend to be promotions. And the nice thing is, if you have a Gmail account, you can actually go in and go under the promotions tab and see how many of those actually are companies or people selling a specific product or service, and it's online. So that's basically a form of online business. So to repeat basically what those three aspects are, I'll just put it for you here. So the first, as I said, is the right training and education. The second is the platform with tools. So as I mentioned, these are your tools that actually allow you to build your business from the ground up, from the start. And they also allow you to market with the right tools. So you don't have to worry about obviously going and spending a lot of money actually, building these things. And that's another aspect as well, is for a beginner, they can actually start an online business without actually having to spend money for marketing. There's a big misconception that you need to have money to market. Now, to put another disclaimer, basically, you can obviously build a business with no marketing budget, but it might take you a little longer. But the great aspect around that is that you can actually start building skills that you become really strong in, especially when it comes to developing ways of generating leads through free or organic methods. And the final aspect is basically having a really powerful community for support. Now, community for me is really critical because when you first come online, as I said, it can get really overwhelming. You're not really sure what's the right place to go, where you must actually get your information. You don't know who's actually giving you the right information because, as I said again, there's a lot of people that create a lot of hype. They promise a lot of things. And I want to say off the bat that if you are planning to start an online business in 2020, keep in mind that having the right community is really critical for you, because in your community, you're going to have your powerful mentors that are going to support you. You're going to have other people that are going through the same journey as you. So the journey is really critical. And if you have such people that are supporting you, especially when you feel your mindset is not right, a community really helps you uplift you. And obviously ensures that you are developing your business consistently with the right framework. And because of that, when I take into account these three aspects, I really thought about, how could I actually help people that actually want to start from scratch and are beginners, as I defined in the beginning, and they're looking to build an online business. So when I started developing different businesses, because I promote a couple of different companies basically as an affiliate, I found one specific community that really resonated for me from the aspect of helping a person that is starting right from the ground up, has never actually developed the skills to build an online business, and kind of needs to help that beginner so that they feel that they can actually get empowered and actually start building an online business. So what I want to do is I would like to share the link to this community, and I'm going to talk about it as well. So if you guys want to go straight ahead and look at this link, you can go to the link as provided below, which is www.siddharthpower.com/discover heal. And I'm going to talk about this quickly. So the community I'm talking about is a community called Heal. And what I would like to do is I would like to actually share with you the actual platform that I'm using through Heal to build one of my online businesses. So if you just give me a moment, right, and I'm being completely transparent here. So here I am in the back office. All right, hold on. Let's do that again. The joys of using technology. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just need to go back in. And what I'm looking to do basically is to give you insights into the three aspects that I spoke about when it comes to developing your online business. So here I am in the back office of the Heal community. You can see there's over 75,000 members that are part of this community. And these 75,000 people are people from all walks of life. They come from different areas in the world. They're all different ages, different segments. And a lot of them are, mentors who have become really big marketers, but there are also a lot of people that are starting from the ground up, as I mentioned, the beginners, and they're learning skills for the very first time. So what I like about Heal is, if I just go here, the story about Heal really resonated with me because one of the founders, Stephen Munson, as you can see here, this gives a full history of how Heal began as a community. Now, Stephen Munson, he calls himself the digital nomad. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to create a community that actually empowered people like the beginners that I've mentioned. Because, as I mentioned, there was a lot of hype around people building online businesses. A lot of people were not able to sustain that and they couldn't carry on. So he basically also went through a phase where he didn't have a lot of money. He even talks about how he basically just had $1 in the bank. And he decided he's going to create this community to help people transform on different aspects, but also to help them build an online business that becomes really powerful for them and helps them build from the ground up to the point where they can actually become, a full-time business owner with their business where 100% of their income essentially is coming from there. Now, a disclaimer again, whatever you achieve through an online business is always through your efforts. There's no guarantees. But if you use a community like Heal, and again, you can click on the link that I've provided in the video, or you can type it in your browser and go have a look. You can obviously then start creating a platform like that, which is an online business for yourself. So just to quickly show you, what you can do through Heal. I mentioned tools. Tools are really critical. So under the marketing area, Heal basically provides you the ability to promote your business. And I'll talk about quickly what it is that you would be promoting. Because one of the biggest aspects is that people say they don't have a product or service. So what's nice about Heal is you've got different, what I would call digital courses. And these digital courses focus basically on aspects that help you transform on three elements. One is from a mindset perspective, because your mindset is really important in terms of building a business. The second is your health. And health is really critical because obviously if you're not really healthy or you're not keeping healthy, it affects your mindset as well, which means then essentially you're not fit to actually build a business, an online business. And even if you're spending 1 hour a day, you still need to have that kind of fitness to ensure that you're able to sustain it and build it. So what can happen is you can basically come in as a free member. So if you go to that link that I've provided, you will see that you basically can reserve a free spot, what's called a timestamp. And that gives you the ability to actually have a free account where you have a dashboard like this. you get access to the Heal VIP area. So just let me quickly show you what that includes. So there's tons of training, as I mentioned, on the aspects of health, on the aspects of food, your nutrition, and also your fitness, your motivation and mindset. And what I really love here is, as I mentioned, there is a lot of training regarding building your business. And Stephen has done a lot of this training because he's personally gone through this process where he's changed his mindset, he's changed his health, he's changed his fitness, and he has actually used the very tools that he's sharing to build his business through Heal itself. So the founder is like your mentor, your coach as well. And if you decide that you really like what you see, then you can upgrade to the VIP option where basically you get a discounted price to pay monthly, $49.95 a month. And you can obviously just stay in the VIP section. But if you feel that you really want to upgrade your training from building an online business, especially as a beginner, then you can basically upgrade to what's called Big Profile Profits. And this is where it teaches you on how you can leverage your Facebook profile to organically get leads that would be interested in, joining Heal, and obviously joining with you, where you earn a commission, but also that gives them the ability to use the very same training that you are using as well. And you can upgrade to what's called the I Am Challenge, which is a 21-day challenge, which is focused on specific aspects that helps change your mindset, helps you get over certain things that perhaps made you feel a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, because until you actually get out of that, it's very hard to actually transform into this person who can also build an online business. And you can also upgrade to what's called business class, which is, as the name would sound, something that is more formal in terms of your training, a more advanced level. And that is something I would suggest that you build towards when you first start building an online business. So just wanted to show you, obviously, what is possible with using a community like Heal. So if you really want to start building your online business in 2020, click on that link, seal your spot, have a free access to your account. And I will also help you in terms of, once you actually sign in, I will actually have a session with you for 30 minutes, a free session. I don't charge for it. I'll help you get set up. I will obviously introduce you to the right kind of tools you can use in terms of your marketing, along with what Heal has actually provided. And I'll actually give you a step-by-step process in terms of how you can actually start, building leads through your online business, especially if you are, joining Heal today itself. So take advantage of the offer. Go to that link that I provided, www.siddharthbauer.com/discover-heal. And if you have any questions regarding Heal as a community, or just generally in terms of building an online business as a beginner, then send me a message on my profile, my Facebook profile, a personal message. Or if you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment below. Let me hear your thoughts. And if there's any clarification that you guys really need, I'm more than happy to give you the clarification on that. So I really hope this video has given you some real perspective of how you can start an online business as a beginner in 2020. And it is just the start of what you can potentially do online. And there's a lot of other things you can learn, which I can show you in future videos as well. So on that note, if you are watching my video for the first time on my YouTube channel, please ensure you click the subscribe button and also click the notification bell button to ensure that you receive notifications whenever I load a new video on YouTube or I go live. Thank you so much for joining me. And as I said, go through that link, send me some questions if you have those, and I look forward to connecting with you. Take care. Bye.